All right, first graders, welcome back to the observation station. Remember that when you're observing, it means you are going to be looking, listening, and thinking very carefully while you watch. We're going to be learning today about a special type of lizard called an anole. Can you say anole? Yeah, that's just how you say it. An anole is one of the most interesting lizards in the world. And there are tons of scientists that are really interested in this lizard because there are so many different types and they do very interesting things. So first, we're going to learn about them. Then we're going to watch 2 videos of them eating. And we're going to be thinking to ourselves, what do we notice? What can we learn about how anole lizards eat? Let's watch and find out. The forest of Puerto Rico.
A lot of our favorite stories have unlikely heroes. I love telling people how some of our greatest insights into life on this planet have come from studying these unassuming little lizards that we call anoles.
There it is. Do you see it?
An anole is typically a small lizard.
They weigh a few grams, maybe 4 inches long. If you ever get the chance to meet one up close and personal, they're surprisingly charismatic and cute.
A lot of people are somewhat squeamish around reptiles, but these lizards are really, really beautiful.
There's a lot of color diversity, there's size diversity, there's shape diversity.
There are 400 species.
What? There are 400 different types of anoles? This is amazing.
Some anoles live in trees high up in the treetops, and some anoles live on the trunks, and some anoles live on the grass, and some anoles live out on the twigs.
It really is an explosion of diversity in this group of animals.
So first graders, all these people that you're seeing in this video are scientists. There's a special word for this type of scientist. They're herpetologists. Can you say herpetologist? It's hard to say. That means someone who studies lizards. Some of these scientists live right in Boston. That's pretty cool. Let's keep listening.
One of the things that makes them so intriguing.
They have this dewlap, which is a throat fan that extends out underneath their chin, and it's very brightly colored, and different species have different colored dewlaps, and they'll extend them and they'll do push-ups when they see other males or when they see females.
So a male that display is basically telling the females, I'm here and I'm available. The more he does that, hopefully the more females will respond and say, yeah, maybe we would like to mate.
Wow, look at this dewlap.
When 2 males confront each other, they start displaying at each other, doing push-ups and sticking out their dewlap. If that doesn't settle the dispute, the conflict then escalates into a violent battle.
Another distinguishing feature of anoles is that they have enlarged toe pads that help them cling to smooth surfaces.
Line up the toe pads. Zoom in. You can see the...
Wow, do you see this? This scientist is researching toe pads. That's the bottom of the toe of an anole. See how he's taking a close picture? I wonder what they can learn from that.
Claw, the end of the toe. And these enlarged scales on the toe pad here are lamellae. Each one of those lamellae have millions of little tiny hairs called setae. And it's those setae that adhere to surfaces to generate clinging force.
If it's got toe pads and a dewlap, he's got an anole. If it's got just toe pads, it's probably a gecko. And if it has just a dewlap, it could be a number of other things, but it's not an anole. So if it's got those 2 things, that's how you know it.
Anoles eat anything they can get in their mouths. Mostly insects, but they'll also eat fruit, nectar, vertebrates, even other anoles. Some are widely foraging, going around looking for prey. Others are sit and wait predators. So there's a lot of diversity in every aspect of their biology that we can study.
Wow. So we learned that anoles will eat anything they can get in their mouth. Let's watch some videos of some anoles eating to see what we can learn. All right, here's our first eating video. Let's take a close look with our eyes and listen with our ears to see what do we notice about anoles and how they eat.
The NBA Finals are...
Commercial? No, thank you. Are you ready? Are you looking? Are you listening? Are you thinking? Let's watch.
Here in this Costa Rican rainforest, the Anolis lizard is hungry. And that's bad for the local insect population.
Notice how big this insect is compared to the anole. Do you think it can eat it? They said they'll eat anything they can get in their mouths. Let's see.
The nearby female is hungry as well.
I guess so.
Luckily, she's in the process of shedding her old skin, which provides additional nutrition. The male notices the female.
So they'll even eat their own skin as they shed it. Now I'm learning that anoles shed their skins. That reminds me of another animal we know, snakes. Snakes shed their skin too. Let's watch another video to see what else anoles eat and how they eat. Okay, this video was taken by a scientist in the forest of Puerto Rico. And this scientist found an anole eating something crazy. Let's take a look and see what the anole is eating and how they eat it. Wow, look at the forest. Like they have different types of trees. I don't see the anole yet. Do you see it? I don't see it yet. What does it have in its mouth? What is it eating? He's doing push-ups. That means he's not happy to see that scientist. Wait a minute. Those look like lizard feet. It really looks like anole topads. Take a close look and think about what we learned today. Do you think, yes, it is an anole in the anole's mouth? Is he eating another anole? Or do you think, no way, Miss Eldridge, that couldn't be possible? I think we're going to get another close-up. What do you think? Is that an anole in the anole's mouth? Or no, that is not an anole. It's something else. We got one more close look from the scientist. Let's see. There he is. Look carefully and think. Observers are lookers, listeners, and thinkers. What do you think? We saw a lot. We learned a little bit about anoles, and we learned that they'll eat pretty much anything that they can get in their mouths. Then we saw them eat an insect that was way bigger than them, but they were still able to eat it. Then we saw an anole with something mysterious inside of their mouth. It kind of looked like another lizard. But that seems pretty unbelievable to me. What do you think? Get your notebook or a piece of paper and write. I think it was eating an anole or it was not eating an anole. Because, and then tell me why you think that. What did you learn today? What did you see today? What did you hear today that made you think either yes, it's an anole, or no, it is not? I can't wait to see what you think. Make sure in your work that you include words, I think, and then say why you think that, and pictures of what you saw and why what you saw made you think that. I can't wait to see what you think.